Hello, Libra. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of June 2020. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. Also, I'm very excited to announce that I have partnered with the creator of a new to me tarot deck. It's called the Original Tarot, and this is what I plan to use for the June readings. This is the box here in case you are interested. It is a beautiful, vibrant, very colorful deck. The cards have a linen finish, very high quality. I've been working with the cards for about a month and a half now, and I do really enjoy them. I find them very much connected to how I read and how I like to work with the cards as a professional tarot card reader. So I will have the link for this particular deck in the description in case you are interested, because I do get a lot of questions about the decks that I use in the readings, and I try to make sure I link that for you down below. For clarifiers, I will be using my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck, as I always do. And then, Libra, I will close out your reading with this Spirit Animal Oracle card. Now, before I begin, I also want to say thank you all for your sweet and kind messages about the passing of my sweet dog, Bentley. She was 14. She had heart issues, and she was having seizures, and it was really just time to let her go. So, we did have to put her down on May 1st. It was a very emotional and difficult time for our family, and I still miss her dearly. But I just want to say thank you all for your, like I said, kind messages and just sweet, positive words. It was very helpful during that time. So Libra, let's go ahead and get right into your reading. Now, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, you will notice that I do read jumper cards, meaning that sometimes as I shuffle, cards will literally fly out of the deck or they'll flip over. And those are the cards that I pay attention to because I do believe there is something specific that the cards are trying to communicate. So, all right, Libra. So what do we need to know for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2020? What do we need to know for the sign of Libra? And I think I'm going to need one more card for Libra, please. Okay. All right, Libra. Now, it's interesting because a lot of the same cards are showing up for the readings this month, meaning I think as a collective, we are all feeling a little off balance, maybe a little bit unstable, as it relates to our money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. I think that's quite normal considering, so many of us are uncertain about what's happening economically, also with our jobs, with our work, and with our business. But the good thing is that you're kind of, Libra, despite everything that's going on, you really are in the right headspace. You have the right mindset about how to perceive and how to really define what's going on for you in your world and what is happening as it applies to you individually. But let's go ahead and take a look at your cards here. We have Four of Wands, Temperance, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, reverse. Then we have the Fool and the Three of Swords in the upright. Now, these are the cards here that kind of show me that as we move into June, Libra, you are feeling a little off balance. You're feeling like things are a little unsettled. Maybe things are disconnected. Maybe things are, just so up in the air, and you don't have any type of concrete knowledge or concrete answers about anything that's going on, especially as it relates to your money. But I have to say that you're just going to have to kind of wait it out. There's nothing you can do to kind of change things abruptly And you're just going to have to keep doing what you know to do and stay on your path, stay on your plan to really keep yourself, I want to say grounded, and to give yourself your own sense of stability within. You know, because we have the cards here that are about foundation. This is about balance, things being out of balance. Also here we have the things where we're waiting for something. We're waiting for the fruits of our labor to show up. We're waiting for, excuse me, we're waiting to sow what we have reaped before. And like I said, this is nothing that you can control the timing of. You have to understand that you're just going to have to kind of keep being diligent and keep moving forward, because things will start to settle for you. Okay. But you know, the first week of June, things are going to feel a little crazy, but just know it's not going to be like that forever. Now, the nice thing about this Eight of Swords in the reverse means that you've kind of let go of your own self-limiting thoughts. You've kind of released and removed some things that were blocking you, because it was all about your perception. It was about how you were seeing and how you were interpreting certain situations. And there really wasn't anything holding you back. And you start to make those breakthroughs, those personal and financial breakthroughs that take you on a new path and a new direction. Now, the Fool is all about starting something new. You're going on a new adventure. You could also be maybe just kind of choosing to do your own thing regardless of what other people think. Maybe being a little bit naive, but not necessarily in a bad way. You know, the Fool is all about his own journey, his own plan. He's dancing to his own, music, his own rhythm, making a way for himself, or maybe there was no way. This is all about creativity, being very I want to say ingenuity, maybe creating something new, and maybe just being really, really distinct. And kind of just tapping into that inner fire that you were not able to kind of connect with before. So this is very exciting, because it just shows that you finally have the courage and you have the ability to just move your own way and kind of do things in your own abilities and in your own timing. Now, we do have the card here of heartbreak, so there may be some disappointments. Don't expect everything to be all rosy and perfect, just because you make the decision. There may be some disappointments. Things may not always work out as you had anticipated, but it doesn't mean you're down for the count. It just means, hey, you tried something, you got some feedback. Now you have to course correct and you have to do something different. But this is not permanent. This is part of the normal cycle of life and growth, and trying to do something different that's going to benefit you and your family, both in the short and long terms. Try not to judge it as anything more than a temporary setback, because in the big picture, in the grand scheme of things, that's truly all that it is. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2020? What do we need to know for the sign of Libra? What's going on with Libra for the month of June 2020? I feel like I need one more card for Libra, please. There we go. All right, so Libra. I have to say that sometimes, Libra, you can be caught up in old habits and maybe even some old cycles of things that they need to change, but kind of you're stuck. Maybe you have an attachment to something that just isn't working, something that's not serving you, and for whatever reason, you just can't let go. Now, when I see the Devil card, this is an unhealthy attachment to something that's not working. Now, this could be professional, could also be personal, it could also even be health related. Could be mental health related, but there's something that you are attached to or something that you are drawn to that you need to release. And you know what, Libra, you already know what this is. I don't feel like this is something, new in the sense that you don't know. You know what it is that you need to work on and that you need to let go of. And you have to be careful because whatever it is that you're attached to could be costing you financially. All right. Now, this is something that, like I said, I think this is already in your awareness. This is something that's already on your radar. Pay attention to whatever it is because it could disrupt your financial plan that you have for yourself and for your family. Now, I know a lot of us are kind of being much more careful with our money, but sometimes when we have addictions or we have habits that don't serve us, it could cause us to overspend or maybe delegate money for something that should not be delegated, whatever the case may be. Like I said, I'm really feeling, Libra, that you know what this is, and I can say that with all confidence because I have the card here. It's almost like you know that you need to change something. You know that this is costing you in more ways than one, but you're having the struggle. The struggle is real, as we all know. But I have a feeling you're going to get through this. It's like you're already aware. You're trying to do what you need to do to change the situation. You see that it's costing and it's affecting your finances, and you're trying to take the steps to kind of break free. Now, the interesting thing is we have the Knight of Cups here. So this means that someone is coming to your rescue. Someone is coming to your aid. You do have someone who's reaching out to help you, whether that be someone in your personal life. It could be a family member. It could also be an organization or I'm feeling like like some type of a support company. It could be like a nonprofit organization. It could be maybe even your church, or it could be, a mentor or a coach of some sort. But whatever you're going through, because I can clearly see that you are going through something, it's really going to kind of show up most profoundly once we hit the second week of June. You're really going to be feeling this, okay? You're feeling like something's got to change, something's got to give, and I'm ready to make the change now. Just know that the help you need will be there in some way, shape, or form. There is someone who will help you, and there is someone who is offering to help you and who will support you. Now, the Magician and the Moon in the reverse. This talks about clarity, okay? You may not have everything you need when you need it, but nothing is being hidden and nothing is being kept from you, okay? So you may not have all the tools. You may not have, all the knowledge. But at the same time, just know that everything is very clear. You get a lot of clarity. You get a lot of visibility. You get information. You get feedback. You get... I want to say you're getting information. Nothing is being kept from you to the degree that you cannot handle it, okay? So this second week of June could be a very emotional week for you, Libra, because you have a lot of things that you're kind of working through. You're making your own personal breakthroughs. You're making some big decisions. And once you kind of go through this is just going to unleash some unlimited potential, especially as it relates to your money. Sometimes our money flow has nothing to do with work and it has nothing to do with our income, but it has everything to do with us healing certain things about ourselves emotionally, so we can kind of remove some blockages in our subconscious and in our perception of how we see things. You may think you're limited on how much money you can make, but that's really not the case. You may think it's difficult to create income or to create a new source of revenue, but that's really not the case. It's just that certain habits and certain patterns of thinking are what's holding you back. And once you change that, once you heal that, once you release that, you will see that your money flows. Once you understand that, maybe just changing how you think and shifting how you see something could be the thing that unleashes unlimited abundance and things that really just allow large sums of money, large amounts of prosperity to come to you, because now there's nothing stopping that. So I hope that makes sense. That was just a a divine download that came through, and I felt like, Libra, you need to hear this. So let's go ahead and clarify and see what else shows up for you. As we move through the month of June, I've got cards flying all over the place. So what do we need to know for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2020? All right, Libra. Now, there's probably going to be you making some decisions to kind of step back from someone. Excuse me. I'm feeling like this is a personal thing. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Empress, Two of Wands reverse, Judgment, Two of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, all in the upright. But what's interesting here is that you've got 2, 2, 2. So I don't know if that's an angel number for some of you, but that could be something significant for quite a few of you. I'm feeling like the 222, you've been seeing that quite often, and we're seeing it again here in your reading. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. But the Two of Cups in reverse tells me there's going to be a divine separation or a divine disconnect in some way. Now, this is not anything to be sad about. I think this is something that you've kind of been stewing over for a while, but you finally feel like once we hit the second half of June, you're ready to take that step. You're ready to kind of step away, back away, or remove yourself from something. I'm feeling like this is something personal, but it could also be something work related. It could be something on the professional area. Now, we also have the Empress card here. This tells me that there's going to be some slowdown in growth and creativity. Excuse me. There's going to be some slowdown. There's going to be some maybe you're just not ready to pursue something in the creative aspects. It could also mean too that you've decided to kind of just really just not put any more effort into something. And I feel like this is connected to this here. You know, maybe you've been trying to get something off the ground. Maybe you've been trying to get things to grow, but you're finally at the point now where you're like, I think I'm going to put this on hold. Now, it doesn't mean you're discounting it altogether, but you are deciding to kind of just not focus so much time and energy into that particular project, into that particular work thing. Could be a relationship, you know, whatever the case may be. Now, we also have the Two of Wands in reverse. Now, the Two of Wands in reverse means that you're changing the plan in some way. You may have had a plan laid out of what you're going to do, what you're not going to do, but you're going to have to make some big changes to that plan. Now, this is good because you're seeing how you need to course correct and how you need to kind of shuffle some things around, and you're going to be okay with that. You know, it's not like anything is set in stone. You can always change along the way, and you're definitely going to be changing up your plan, probably in more ways than one. Now, we also have the Judgment card. Then we have the Two of Swords. This is a decision being made that really changes a lot of aspects of your life, especially your money life. I'm feeling like you're making a new decision, and I think that kind of goes with what we've been talking about. It's like you make a brand new decision, you make a brand new plan, and it really changes the course of your financial life. It really changes how money shows up and how you make money and how you attract money. Now, the Two of Swords, again, we're talking about choices here. We're talking about two options. You're really going to feel like, even though there's a lot I want going on, and even though there's a lot of things that I'm choosing to do, at this time, I may only have one option that makes sense, or I may only have one option that's going to give me the money and the stability, financial stability that I need. It's okay. You know, don't judge any of some of the choices that you're going through as good or bad, because it may just be right now at this time this is what you need to focus on. This is what you need to do. This is where you need to put your attention. Now, the good thing is we have the Ten of Pentacles and we have the Six of Wands. This is all about teamwork here, and this is about you attracting some attention. This is about you being noticed. This is about you kind of being in the spotlight and being recognized for something. And I feel like this is really work related. Now, even if you own your own business, or even if you're self-employed or you're an independent contractor, just know that you're going to be connecting with people in that team setting, and you're also going to be put in the spotlight, or you're really going to be recognized for something that you're doing. Now, this is definitely positive because I'm feeling like this is also going to be another increase in money, finances, and opportunity for you. You're definitely going to see that because you are recognized and because you are being seen for your capabilities and your talents, it's going to allow you to kind of raise your prices. It's going to allow you to demand and expect more for what you're doing professionally. All right, Libra, let's see what else is going on for you for the month of June 2020. What do we need to know? Okay, for the sign of Libra, as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of June 2020. Okay, Libra. So you can rest assured that by the time we get towards the end of June, things are going to feel a lot more settled into place. Now, things may not be happening quickly, but I do see very confidently that you're going to be moving past feelings of being stuck. Things are going to come together for you in a very positive way, and you're probably going to, take some time to yourself, maybe stepping away. Maybe just kind of giving yourself a mental, emotional, and physical break from things. And the other thing is that you're really going to be focused on the inner work, like healing some things. But let me not get too ahead of myself. Let's start here with the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Remember, we saw that card here. This is a card of independence, meaning here you may have someone showing up for you, giving you support, giving you help, giving you assistance and guidance. But as we move towards the end of June, you're realizing that you're much more independent and much more capable than you give yourself credit for. Now, this is something very powerful to recognize within yourself, because this shows you don't need to rely on anyone or anything else for your own success. Now, of course, we're going to connect with people and we're going to get help along the way, but ultimately you're an independent, powerful, creative being that is totally capable of carrying him or herself in a way that attracts success and attracts money and attracts opportunities and attracts the good things that you're looking for. So just know that you finally feel that independence, and you feel that it's like you're feeling that that empowerment that you can do this, and that even though you get help along the way, it doesn't mean that you're incapable. Next, we have the Sun, one of the most powerful cards in the deck, I always say, and it's always good whenever the Sun shows up. Definitely, things are going to be feeling really, really good for you. You're going to be feeling like there's healing. And when I say healing, I don't only mean physical. I mean that you're healing your mindset. You're healing maybe some emotions that were getting in the way. And you're also healing your money story. Maybe you had to kind of change some beliefs about money and how you how money serves you, right? And how you're not chasing money, but you're allowing money to work for you. This is a very beautiful card. I think I already mentioned this, where you're probably going to be taking a little bit of a break. There's definitely some downtime coming your way. excuse me, there's some downtime coming your way towards the end of June. Now, this is good because I do think that once you kind of go through the month of June, you do need to take some time off. You do need a vacation. You do need to kind of get away for a little bit. Now, this is nice because obviously towards the end of June, we're moving into July. So maybe you're going to take some time off as we go into the July 4th holiday. I'm feeling like, yeah, there's definitely a vacation or some downtime for you towards the end of June. Now we have the Strength card and we have the Eight of Wands and the Hangman all in the reverse. The Strength card in the reverse talks about, you know, maybe you are kind of going through your own challenges and your own struggles. And, you know, maybe you don't always deal with everything perfectly, but it doesn't mean that you're not getting through it. You know, maybe you're kind of stumbling your way to success, and that's okay. Because every person who achieves something makes mistakes and has challenges along the way. And I think this is just something to remember. It's not necessarily you having to do anything, but you just have to remember that you're going to trip your way to success, and that's totally okay. Next, we have the Eight of Wands. This talks about things kind of slowing down. Things won't be happening quickly. Things are going to take their time as the changes implement, okay? So don't feel that just because things are happening slowly that nothing is happening. Just know that everything happens in its own timing, in its own way. And I think that's something you're already familiar with, Libra. Finally, we have the Hangman. This is good because this talks about you moving past the feelings of being stuck. You may have felt stuck earlier throughout the month, but you finally get the clarity and the wisdom to feel like you are capable of moving forward. You are not stuck. You know what to do, when to do it, and you may not exactly know how you're going to make things happen, but you just know that you're ready to take action and you're not going to be stagnant. You're not going to be, limited. You're definitely going to be much more fluid. Your money is going to flow much better, and you're definitely going to feel like you have, several directions you can go. It's just a matter of you choosing how you want to move forward, because you definitely will be moving forward. So overall, Libra, you have a very curious month. This first half of the month is you just kind of being in this period of awareness. And then the second half of the month is you just really cultivating that awareness to make some changes and to take some steps forward and to kind of move ahead in your own way and in your own timing. Like I said, things are going to close out. June's going to close out for you very, very positively. You're definitely going through a period of independence. Things really come together for you. And you also have some downtime to relax. And I think that's going to be very, very good. All right. Libra, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Spirit Animal Oracle card. I love this deck. Very beautiful images of spirit animals. Oh, okay. Libra, you got the Ant Spirit card. It's time to collaborate. Interesting, because that is exactly what we talked about here. It's time for you to do some teamwork, time for you to connect, time for you to really tap into the talents of other people to advance yourself, and not only just you, but other people will be tapping into your greatness to advance themselves. This is going to be a very beneficial thing, okay? So just know that if you have the opportunity to collaborate, now, or I should say June, is the time to do so. All right, Libra, I hope that this reading was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, feel free to drop those down in the comment section below. And if you would like to connect with me for a private reading, I will have that information in the description as well. All right, Libra, thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. We will definitely do it again next month.